Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be unboxing my January Boxycharm, which is why I have a bare face right now. So I will be doing this try on style, meaning I will be testing out all the products on my face as well as giving you guys my first impression along the way. Now if you've never heard of Boxycharm, basically it's a monthly subscription where you get around 5 full-size beauty related products. It costs $21 a month. And normally the boxes retail for over $100 from what I have seen in the past. So I'll have a link down in the description bar below if you want to go check out Boxycharm. Before we get started, if you have not already, please do click that subscribe button right down below. While you're at it, you can also click on the bell and that will turn on the post notifications. Also give this video a thumbs up if you like Boxycharm unboxings. And let's just get right into the video. When you open it up, there's normally a card on the top that kind of talks about like the theme. So the theme this month is Rock 2018. And then on the back of the card, it has all the products along with the prices and what they are for. The first thing we have here is the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Universal Brow Pencil, and this is in Universal Taupe. So this retails for $24. I was super excited to see this because I never really try new brow products. I just kind of stick with, you know, my go-tos, the ones that I know. So I'm really excited to try out something new and different. So this is what the pencil looks like. It has a little bit of a thicker tip, which I kind of like. I don't like the super thin ones because it takes forever for me to fill in my brows. So the brow pencil is really nice. It was really easy, really quick to work with. I've been using Dip Brow for the past like couple months, so to use a pencil it's a little bit different. It's definitely a lot faster, but it gives a bit more of a natural look. The color honestly matches pretty good. I really like it. It worked really well. The next thing we have in the box is a primer, and this is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer Primer. So this primer retails for $38. It's supposed to deliver a natural radiant glow while blurring pores and imperfections for a beautifully illuminated, flawless complexion. So basically it's going to illuminate and blur pores at the same time. I know Dr. Brandt has some really great products, some really great primers that I've heard of. So I'm very excited to receive this in the box because I've never tried anything from Dr. Brandt before. So I definitely can see the difference. Like, it definitely does luminize the skin a little bit. You can see it's a lot more glowy where I applied it. It almost has like a very subtle shimmer to it, which I don't mind because it's just a primer. Like, products are going to be going over top of it, but it does make the skin look really nice. And I would say it did minimize my pores slightly. Like, they're not totally minimized and like disappeared, but in this area they are slightly smaller than on this side. So far so good. I'm just gonna apply some to the rest of my face. So I'm gonna quickly do my foundation, concealer, and powder off camera, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my base done. I'm going to do my eyes first before the rest of my face makeup. So this month we got a palette, and this is the Crown Glam Metals palette. This is what the packaging looks like. So it kind of goes with like the rock theme. This palette retails for $25, and when you open it up you get 9 eyeshadows in here. There is only one matte, which is this top one here. The rest of them are all metallic shimmery shades. So this is definitely not a palette that I could create an entire look out of. I'm definitely going to have to incorporate some other eyeshadows into this look. But yeah, the pigmentation is really nice. Not really my favorite color selection. It's a little bit more on the cool tone side, and if you've been watching my channel, you know that I really never use cool tones. So it's not really my kind of palette, but this shade here is really calling my name. I just want to swatch this for you because this is like the pigmentation of that is insane. insane. But I'm not going to be that basic and use that shade. I'm going to get a little bit out of my comfort zone today and use some of the more cooler tone shades that I don't normally reach for. So I'm going to base my look around this top shade here called Punk, which is like this kind of like cool tone, grayish, bluish kind of color. So that's the kind of look I'm going to go for today. Now, since I did my face makeup first, I am going to put some loose powder under my eyes just to catch any fallout. The eyes are finally done. I really like the way it turned out. This is not the type of eyeshadow I would normally do. I don't normally reach for this type of color, but I do like it. It's definitely not something I'm going to reach for a ton. The palette itself is really nice. It's really cute. I love like the design of it, and the formula is really good. The colors are very pigmented and very pretty. But I don't see myself reaching for it a ton just because it is a little bit more on the cool side. And they're just not typical shades that I reach for on the daily. So even though it is a really nice palette, because it's not my type of shadows, I'm probably not going to get a ton of use out of it. But I will definitely give it a few more goes and try some of the other shadows out, and we will see. But yeah, this is the look that I created with this palette. Now that the eyes are done, I'm going to finish up the face. So I did contour a little bit, but there is a face palette that came in this Boxycharm. So this is the Pure Bronze and Brighten Cheek Palette. And this is the packaging. So it is the Pure The Complexion Authority Bronze and Brighten Cheek Palette, and it's $34. So it's really nice little packaging. It's nice. Pure's a nice brand. So it comes with 3 shades in here. These are gorgeous, but they are incredibly intense and shimmery and pigmented. Like, this bronzer shade is very, very intimidating to me. It is very warm and metallic-y. Like, I would honestly use that as an eyeshadow. So I'm a little bit intimidated to use it as a bronzer, but we are going to give it a go. I'm just going to be really, really light-handed with it, and that's why I did do a little bit of contouring beforehand. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, too much. It definitely has a pretty intense, warm undertone to it. And honestly, like, once it's actually blended into the skin, there's really no metallic or like shiny, shimmery look to it. Like, it looks matte to me, like, from what I can see. So that's good, but it's just not really my kind of color, and it's a little bit difficult to work with because it is so incredibly pigmented, and because it is a metallic bronzer, you have to be really light-handed with it. And I tried to just put a little bit, and even that was too much. So not loving the bronzer right now, but I'll quickly do the other side. So there also is a blush in here. I'm gonna swatch this for you because this is also like really pigmented and intense. That would be such a gorgeous eyeshadow, but I'm gonna try it as the blush today. I actually really love blushes that have like a sheen to them, so I may really like this. It definitely has more of a sheen to it than I'm used to, but like, it's not too intense, and it's actually really pretty. Like, I think this would be super gorgeous in the summertime if you want like a really glowy look. So yeah, I don't actually hate that. I could definitely see myself getting more use out of this. And lastly in here is the highlight, which I'm very excited about because it is gorgeous. We'll see how this works on my skin because it's a little bit more on the golden side, but the swatch was so pretty. Oh yes, wow. That is a gorgeous highlight. Like, it's like the perfect kind of like champagne gold. It honestly looks like it's wet. It's so metallic. The highlight for me is a huge hit. It is gorgeous, very intense, very metallic and wet looking, and it works with my skin tone really, really well. So just for that alone, I could see myself reaching for this palette a lot because that highlighter is beautiful. The blush I could see myself using a little bit more and playing around with. Bronzer, I'm going to try it out some more and just kind of try out different techniques and stuff. But I'm not really a fan of the bronzer right now. This palette is like for me. The highlight blew it out of the park, but for the other two, I'm kind of like so about. And the last item in the box, which is probably the one I'm most excited about, this is the Galactic Matte Lip Paint. I've never tried these before, but I've always wanted to. I've heard really good things about it, so I was super excited to see this in the box. This is in the shade Demure, I think. Does not really match this eye look whatsoever, but that's okay. We're just gonna go along with it since it's in the box. This retails for $23. So yeah, it's like this kind of burgundy color. Okay, I did a really sloppy application because my camera's about to die, so I want to get through this really quickly. It is really comfortable, really thin formula, really comfortable. Like, I don't really feel it on my lips. It was a little bit patchy when I put it on. I did have to reapply. The color is nice. It's wearable, but it's not like an everyday color for me. Like, this is definitely not something I reach for a ton, but it's still on the wearable side for me, that it's still something I would reach for, just not a everyday type thing. Really doesn't go with this eye look, so let's ignore that. But yeah, it seems, so far it seems like a nice formula. Really lightweight, and it does dry completely matte like already. So far so good. We'll definitely have to give this more of a go in like a wear test and stuff, but so far I like it. So this is the completed look and everything that I received in my Boxycharm box for the month of January. A little quick overview. The lip paint I like. I'm not in love just because it's not a color that I'm going to wear a ton, and I don't know how the formula is, but I'm super excited to receive this. The palette is really nice. I just don't see myself reaching for it a ton because of the shades in it. That's the only thing, but other than that, the quality is really good. This Pure Face palette, I'm like so about. I really love the highlighter. I do like the blush. This I probably won't use, so this is kind of like 50-50 for me. The It Cosmetics brow pencil I actually really like. My brows look really good. And the Dr. Brandt primer, I don't know about longevity or anything like that, but just right off applying it to the skin, it definitely did give a nice like subtle luminization to the skin. It wasn't anything too intense, but it looked really nice, and so I'm definitely gonna have to use this more, but so far so good. So out of the box, these are the three that I'm like the most excited about. But overall, I would say it's a really good box. Like, there's nothing in here that I completely like hate or anything. So yeah, I think it was a really good box. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, and if you still haven't, please do subscribe. And yeah, that is all. I will see you guys in my next video.